Mouse Rebel News fans, for the first time since World War II, the Red Cross in Britain is now giving out relief to people in poverty. That's right. For the first time since the terrible conditions of World War II, the public in Britain is now requiring emergency aid. Poverty in the UK is now so high that an organization primarily dedicated to emergency relief is now helping a first world industrialized nation. That is how bad the economic situation in the UK is right now. The Geneva-based aid organization, working in cooperation with local charities and also a local grocery chain, is now providing emergency food relief to people in a first world country. Poverty is now so bad in the first world, the UK is an example, that disaster relief essentially needs to go to them. This is not a natural disaster. This is not an effect of war like it was in World War II. This is literally just the plain functioning of capitalism. It is now so bad, emergency relief has to be sent to the impoverished in the first world. In fact, Trussell Trust Charity in the UK said that last year, 500,000 people required emergency food from a food bank. The Red Cross also just did a study for Europe that shows 120 million people are about to fall into poverty, and 43 million people across Europe are going hungry every single day. Many people throughout the UK political scene are acknowledging that this situation is being created by the cuts to social services, just about everything, that are being made by David Cameron. The Red Cross also directly acknowledges and pinpoints that this situation is being caused by those same austerity measures. It is during times of crisis that the contradictions of capitalism become more acute and they manifest themselves more openly. This is one example. Unbelievably, 3 million tons of food are wasted in the UK every year while thousands go hungry. We're delighted to help Fair Share give much needed support to people in crisis. This is another perfect example of contradiction in capitalism. Look at the way food is being distributed. We have hunger, yet we have massive amounts of waste at the same time, because the market, the holy mechanism of capitalism, says that food is going to go to those who need it. So which means literally people who cannot afford food are not going to get food. Well, there's the contradiction. You have a genuine need for food, yet this need cannot be fulfilled by the very market mechanism itself. Capitalism is a system of classes, and there are antagonisms between those classes, and they become worse, they become more acute as time goes by in a crisis. As the global situation gets worse, that divide between the rich and the poor is going to get bigger. In other words, it's going to become more antagonistic. This situation is causing that hunger in the UK right now. This is a tremendous contradiction in the system, that it literally prevents food from getting to people who need it, even though the food is actually there. This is a complete, ridiculous, insane irrationality of the market, while we are being told that the market itself is a rational mechanism. By this logic, hunger and globally starvation is somehow rational. This contradiction in society, not just in the UK, but globally overall, can never, ever be resolved while capitalism exists. It is only through the seizing of the means of production, the collectivization of farming, and the socialist distribution of food, in this particular case, is the only thing that can actually bring this contradiction to an end. There is nothing within the context of capitalism itself that can solve this problem. And many people point to things like collectives, or, the sharing of the means of production on capitalism, like worker cooperatives, people starting collective farms. But these things can never end that problem, because they literally have no ability to fight the market mechanisms that actually cause the problem. These small little cooperatives and collective farms can't actually fight things like Monsanto and the giant global food industry itself. It is only through a direct abolishment of capitalism can we actually tackle this problem. There really is no solution but a total revolution of the entire system and a distribution of everything according to need. Thank you for watching. Go ahead, rate, comment, subscribe, share on various social media, and if you want, there's some other great content here you could check out.